once again, people, and welcome to yet another Quake C code file exploration based thing. This time around, I'm checking a modification known as Morph, made by the infamous Jeff Epler, who made a terrible patch last time. Well, that's great! See, I also give credits to John Spikes and Josh Spikes for JS Fiend 1, proving that the sort of thing was possible. So yeah, this is basically based on the Fiend patch. Also for Dave Taylor for providing the world with a Linux version of Quake. If you're a Linux geek, make sure that computer game companies know you are. Encourage them to release a Linux version. So, yeah, basically this is a Quake C modification. And, yeah, basically this one allows you to morph into various monsters. So it's kind of like the other one, that one where you could play in deathmatch various monsters. It didn't really work. Hopefully this one works! Yeah, needless to say, I'm not too confident about this one after the last one. Ideally, you'll be able to change it to a lot more than even that one offered. Basically, you'll be able to do like 7 different enemies: human, zombie, vor, scrag, hell knight, shambler, fiend, and ogre. So we have plenty that we really could be doing. But yeah, needless to say, hopefully we can like do different things. Yeah. So yeah, let's see here. Monsters with 2 weapons, such as the Ogre or Hell Knight, can press 1 to choose their melee, and 2 through 8 to choose the missile weapon. Fiend leaps forward with jump key and slashes with the attack key. Hold the attack and jump to help the Fiend climb out of the water. So as you can see, the Fiend is heavily adapted from the Fiend patch. Everyone else is kind of like a new enemy, kind of similar. If you have any suggestions how to balance the play of monsters, especially for deathmatch games, mail your ideas to me. So, yeah, needless to say, it seems that he has like a patch file for people, as well as he's included a progress on dat for people just to easily play if they don't know how to use it. So we're just going to load up the progress on dat, skip all the hard stuff this time, and hopefully go that way. So yeah, he's the author of Friend, Flashlight, and Soldmon and Morph. I enjoyed the time I waste on Quake. So, yeah, needless to say, he thinks this is weapons on monsters, but he's not sure. Is it miscellaneous? He has no idea really where exactly this modification should go category-wise. Yeah, it's kind of the thing with a lot of these modifications. We don't really know where to kind of categorize. There's, like, categories in the Aftershock toolbox, but they don't really make much sense. There was, like, a player skin in, like, the monster category. And, like, I figured, like, the monster category would be, like, you know, new monsters or something like that. But, yeah, we haven't seen actually any new monsters used in QC. It has mostly just been ways to summon monsters or be in a monster or something stupid like that. Nothing really that really climatic as I thought it would be. So yeah, I'm rather depressed that way, but yeah. So stupid question, but how do I change to these enemies? That might have been an important thing to add to your modification file. He tells us how that we can, but he doesn't tell us how. So, yeah, let's see here. We gotta dig into our file and figure out what exactly, like, the case is. Because he doesn't really give me much information. Let's see here. We're looking for, like, an impulse key or something like that. I don't even know. Okay, there we are. We're going to need to use impulses 90 through 97. Thank God for my ability to read code, because it turned out to be rather useful. But yeah. Oh, I just patched my friend file. Hi, friend. Luckily, it didn't really do anything or anything, because there's no friend file in there anymore. But yeah, this is what happens. I forgot to change my DOS files around. Because this is what happens, you manage like all these different programs in one bloody thing, and they just keep switching around on you. Okay, so here we are. Let's load up this thing, let's find out how to become an enemy. I'm not even sure if it works in single player games. Let's see here, I'm not sure if a human would be the best thing. So I'm going to become like an ogre. Oh, well that was quick. 275 health. And now I have an invisible chainsaw! Interesting, a shoot grenade actually is permanently there. So I can permanently shoot grenades or use the chainsaw. So yeah, let's see. Let's go around and Impulse 90 is a human, so is that just a regular human? Wait, that's Impulse 9. That's a bad idea. Don't worry, I'm a human! I can murder everything. No, wait. Impulse 91, that would be a zombie. Don't worry, I'm now undead. Fear me. Hooray, I can be as pathetic as a zombie. And my projectiles are just as slow. This is as horrible as play as a zombie. You can't pick up any ammo. There we are. I can't jump. Yeah, so enemies can't really jump or really do much of anything, so it's kind of hard to play the single player game like this. Do I like permanently don't die? I guess that's basically why he keeps healing up. Oh, I see. It's basically beeping like... No, wait. It's basically he moans when he's like losing health. But he doesn't die permanently because he can't be jammed. So it's like, you can shoot me, but I'm just gonna get knocked down to 70 health, fall down, then build back up. Over and over and over repeatedly. Very, very useful. So, yeah, as you can see, I basically get shot by enemies. They can't really do much of anything. I'm basically God now. I have like an indefinite number of health. Everything's just gonna stand here and murder me. I'm not even firing a shot and people are dying because everyone's just kind of infighting now. This is brilliant. I'm not even having to do any of the work. I just stand around as a lazy zombie and the world comes and bees my oyster. I am having seafood tonight, people. Seafood and apparently dog. Well, I would if the dog would get shot, which mostly depends on the fact that the grunt needs to learn how to cross a bloody bridge. Yeah. Oh, look! The grunt figured out how to shoot. I don't know why he just suddenly decided to shoot when he was right back and forth for the last few minutes, but there we are. He figured out how to shoot. Don't want to stand there because I don't know if I have a way to get back up. But don't worry, I am explosive canister. This is totally a great idea. I trust my good ideas. This is why you should trust my good ideas, people. I love the fact that I randomly got a grenade because I was an ogre. So it's like now I always have like this one grenade. So yeah, let's see here. Oh look, I can be a vor. Wait, no, that's Impulse 2. I need 92. There we are. Oh god! Say cheese! Just walk around. Hooray for powerful splash damage! This sounds very, very useful. Listen, don't shoot myself with them. I see. The pods don't really seem to shoot the enemies well. Like, they just shoot in straight lines. Bad news for me! I can't exactly go through the door frame. It's too big for me. But interestingly enough, a vor can jump. Vors can jump, zombies cannot. Very important little feature. This vor can actually jump. I just can't get in there because I'm too big. But yeah, my hitbox is too big for anything. I can't really do much of anything, but I'm a vor. I just don't have pods that really, you know, do much of anything. Maybe a scrag will help. I see, so as a scrag, I can basically cause myself to fly up by like hold and jump continuously. I still mostly walk around. Fear me and my pathetic projectiles! I love this really pointless game of me shooting enemies as monsters. It's really, really pointless, but it definitely feels like the better version of the Fiend Patch. The Fiend Patch had just the Fiend. This adds all these different enemies, and they actually work! Unlike the other modification where you could be like 4 different types of enemies and the entire thing didn't really work. This one actually works, people! We have something that works for a change! Oh my god, something actually functions! I can't believe this is a thing, people. I can't believe I'm actually fighting enemies and doing something. Because, as I said, it's been a long time coming. And of course, the interesting thing is I can fly over, like, this patch of lava. Now, of course, I was shot, but you see, the logic is very simple. Just fly and die. Or something like that. Hell Knight! I can shoot fireballs! Fear me! I love the fact that there's all these different enemies. I got the ogre, I got the Hell Knight, I got the Vor. There's not much really I can ask for that I can't be. A rotfish? Well, if you really want to be a rotfish, I kind of pity you. And where your life is heading, that you want to be a rotfish of all things in the world. But yeah, you could be a rotfish, you could, you missed enforcers, but yeah, it's made plasma gun mods as you need. So I'm not really concerned about that one. But yeah, there's no way to be a Rottweiler. That's a problem, isn't it? Like, Rottweiler doesn't have his dream granted. He can't be a Rottweiler. What type of cruel world do we live in? But yeah, we get to be a Death Knight. Get to shoot fireballs all over the place. As you see, the attacks are very, very much like the normal ones. Not sure if I look like the enemy. I assume I do. But I get the ability to jump around, move around with most. They each have their own properties. And all of them make sense based on the enemy they were. Now, one sad thing is it doesn't seem like enemies have like a pain sounds and whatnot. Like zombies did. But I don't hear them for like the Death Knight. The Death Knight's just kind of like silent. You can pick up health, as you see. The maximum health is basically based on the maximum health of the actual enemy. So like for the Death Knight it'll be 250, for like the Ogre it'd be 200. So if I go to like Impulse 97, I have 86 health. This was a terrible idea to show. Let's try it again. 275. Well, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Why am I getting 275 health? I guess it's modified. Yeah, it's not exactly accurate. Yeah, because it should be 200 health for the Ogre. But if I do like the Death Knight should have more than the Ogre. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Why do I have 250 for the Hell Knight, but only 275 for the Ogre? Isn't the Ogre supposed to have less health? That seems a bit weird in design, but okay. Weird world we live in, people. A world filled with pain, and the Vor has like less than 200, so yeah, I'm kind of confused. Wait, no, that's a Scrag. Scrag's supposed to have less health than that, but whatever. Yeah, there we go, there's a Vor. Let's see. Let's become a Shambler! Okay, this is a bad idea. I can't even move. Let's restart and do a Shambler as Impulse 95. Well, there we are. We can be Sparky the Shambler finally. Yes, I can finally shoot lightning beams, something I could never do before. Amazing feature, right, people? You know it would be a lot cooler? Be able to see the claws and whatnot of the monster. I know that would require like new meshes and whatnot, but that would be a lot cooler to actually be able to see the enemy that you're controlling. But this is definitely a start, being able to actually control different enemies, and it's actually, you know, the enemy. You know what we need? We need to get off this level. We need to fight a Shambler in Shambler the Shambler battle. Yes, this will be epic. We're going to be a Shambler the Shambler battle. Don't worry. It's me versus a Shambler. This is a horrible idea. This is a really horrible idea, people. Don't worry. We're fighting and fighting. Wait a minute. Why am I losing this battle? Oh, thank God. That was weird. I nearly lost all my health. Fighting a Shambler that shouldn't have had that much health. Oh God, This one of those things. One of those things. I just have a beam. I believe in myself, people. Oh god, I fell in the water. I can't jump out. I can't jump. Help! I can't jump. Oh dear god, there's a tiny hole. There's a tiny hole and I have a big body. Wait a minute, what? Yeah, big body and enemies everywhere. This is a terrible idea. Why in God's name did I decide to do this again? Oh god! Oh god, no, try to murder me! Just keep running! They can't catch me! I'm the gingerbread man or something! Something like that, right? Oh wow! Listen, don't shoot as a shambler under the water! It's like a thunderbolt! It's shamblers themselves could actually do it, the bloody jerks! It pulls 90 cents, it's just a fiend that you're used to. So this is very, very much like the fiend patch. Like I said, this is the part of the mod that we should be familiar with. Of course, we're a lot weaker than we were in the fiend patch, the specific one that we saw. But it's the same idea, the same concept. Okay, this is probably a horrible idea. Do not jump somewhere with this fiend. But yeah, basically, fiends were given a lot more ability in the final game. Interesting, you can't pick up power-ups or anything. But you see, it requires a lot to kill enemies in this version. Oh god, this is a horrible idea! I can't see a thing I'm doing, and we're jumping like crazy! Fiend Massacre! Me versus another fiend! Well, I murdered one fiend. That was the pride and joy of my day. Don't worry, I got an ogre. Okay, now this is step 1 to basically becoming Shrek, people. I got the ogre mod. Now we need to get an all-star mod, and we can start playing Shrek. Wait a minute, all I have is grenades against the shambler. Wait a minute, the grenades are going through him. The grenades are going through, people! Panic! Hey no, or else I'm fatted, I'm gonna die! Can my grenades like blow up ogres? Or blow up like zombies? They better to blow up zombies. Otherwise we'll have really big problems. Like living! Living could be a problem! Especially when you're an ogre and there's explosive things everywhere. The world is painful! I can only shoot one grenade at a time at a slow rate! This is statistic mode. This has gotta be what this is. This is like taking a regular game, but making it a lot worse for you. Yeah, it basically makes you envy the player. Because, yeah, this is horrible. I'm an ogre, and all I can do is shoot a limited grenade at enemies. I mean, it's totally like the enemy attacks. You can't say it's not. The ogre will shoot a slow grenade at you. But my god, does it mean it stinks to be an ogre. No wonder the player is an ogre normally. Don't worry, I'll chainsaw massacre him. It's just like Doom. Except with invisible chainsaw. Well, this is a bad idea. Oh god, oh god. I don't think ogres had a problem with falling to the water. Come on, we can do this. Hey, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, everybody. The psycho ogre just running around with a chainsaw murdering everything. I don't even know what he's doing. He's supposed to be waiting for the player, but why wait for the player when you can like blow up everything? You see, really, really painful to be an ogre, or really enemy. So you see, being an enemy is not an easy life, but needless to say, rather interesting thing, just because you get little attacks or whatnot. Not the biggest thing in the world, but it's definitely a nice little feature, and it's definitely a gimmick that I can see really being fun to play with and whatnot. Now, is it really good for like a co-op game or anything practical? Not really, no. I'm not really sure, one, how the balance should be. It doesn't seem like you'd really be overpowered on some of these, but some of these would really be bad, like trying to play a zombie. And hit the bounded boxes could be a problem, because different enemies have different bounding boxes, so that means that trying to play the game as, say, like a fiend, could be problematic because you couldn't get through certain doorways. And same thing, especially with like a shambler. There's like no way you're going to be able to get into certain areas just because of your size. So needless to say, you're kind of limited in the enemies you want to play if you want to get everywhere in the map. Certain enemies and whatnot will definitely be more player-sized, and because of that work a bit better. The ogre definitely is an interesting one, even if it is rather painful to play as an ogre. Definitely could be interesting to say the least. And like I said, it's pretty much that first step to becoming Shrek. You know, you get this, you get some companion donkey mod, you get the All-Star thing track playing, you pretty much got yourself a Shrek mod already in track or whatnot. So, yeah, rather interesting to say the least. Definitely different. And like I said, we haven't really seen a mod like this. So like I said, we've seen mods try to do this, but they've always failed horribly. Like, the last time we tried seeing something like this, it was deathmatch teams, and they didn't have any attacks or really things whatsoever set up. So it was like everyone was just basically a player with a different name. So it was like players basically so-called being shamblers, and yeah, that was complete garbage. So seeing something like this, whereby the players are, you know, actually shamblers, or different enemies, is rather exciting. So, needless to say, just a curious mod to check out. Not exactly like the biggest of things really to play around with permanently, but definitely a nice little gimmick to have fun with or whatnot. Anyway, with that in mind, thank you all for watching. It's been an adventure. I guess I shall see you all, well, next time.